What's up, beautiful people, and welcome to another episode of Don't Keep Up with the Joneses. 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 What's up, beautiful people, to another episode of Don't Keep Up with the Joneses. Pallet Idea Edition. Yes, and I am so excited to be here with you all today. And this idea and concept came to me because my uncle cooked on my grill for the first time. Now, a lot of people be like, whoa, how did you let somebody else cook on your grill for the first time? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I did not know what to do with the grill. I did not know what I should cook on at first. I knew, you got to knock the dust off and the paint off and all that good stuff. So I let my uncle do the honors. He's a great cook, great chef, and it was for a great cause. So he did that, but while watching him cook on the grill, I realized he needed a side table situation to put the meats on, to put his utensils on and things like that. And so I said to myself, aka Ricky, you should build yourself a table to accompany the grill that you look to put outside, okay? So I'm gonna call this a work table, work tray, work table area, all that good stuff. It's gonna be the table that I put outside next to my pallet deck, which essentially will have my grill and things like that. And then, if I'm doing anything gardening wise, I'll be able to put, plants and things like that on it as well when I'm getting everything together. And then with the water hose, rinse everything off and then it'll be good to go. So that is what I'm going to do. And of course, I'm going to do it out of pallets 100%. So with that said, I need to go ahead and grab my pallet wood from the back and put it in the garage. And I'm gonna actually pull enough wood because I also want to build some chairs that'll go on my front yard pallet deck right here. Like, there is a chair there, but I feel like, it's not mine. I didn't put my hands to it. I like, working with my hands. I like building things. So I'm actually build 2 chairs for that area. Well, yeah, I'm gonna build 2 chairs. I'm gonna go ahead and build 2 chairs and we'll see what it looks like. I have some extra stain that I'm gonna use that I use for this area. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the chairs that will go out there as well. I say all that to say, I'm gonna grab enough wood for this project and then for the next project. But nonetheless, I'm gonna go ahead and get the wood in here because that's necessary to have a woodworking project, right? Let's go ahead into the back and let's have some fun. Okay, so I had to move a little bit faster, bring in more pallets than the camera allowed you to see because it started to drizzle. It's a light drizzle, but it is a drizzle nonetheless, and obviously you can hear the wind going in the background as well. That is going on. So what I'm gonna do now that I have my pallets here is that I'm gonna go ahead and break it down to estimate and guesstimate what I would need for this work table. And of course, in order to do so, I'm gonna have to use my saw situation right here. I think that'll be sufficient to be able to cut the legs, to be able to cut the boards that'll go across. And things like that, right? And I'm gonna just use my regular wood screws, of course doing pilot holes before you drill into it because you don't want to split the pallet boards and things like that with your screws as you're screwing in. Very key, very pivotal. And then, once I cut everything up, once I line everything up and attach it, we should have a work table, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, it should be fun. It should be simple. And nonetheless, I make it simple. I make it fun. I make it enjoyable for you. So if you haven't already done so, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. There are so many actual DIYs that are done here on this channel. So much fun happenings and things like that. But you can grow and learn with me doing different pallet and woodworking projects, okay? So yeah, let me go ahead and break down these pallets so that I'll have enough for my table. I'm just break it down, enough for the table, then enough for the chairs, which I'll do in the next video for tomorrow. And Do it like that. Oh, y'all see the Britain flag? Oh, look at that. Look at that. UK. Y'all must be watching because your flag is on the move today. All the other flags are pretty like steady. But UK, you must be streaming in, viewing in today. Shouts out to you. Much love to you and all my friends all around the world. We love you. The Jones family love you, values you, and I hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful moment because it could be morning, noon, or nighttime when you're watching this. Anyway, let me get to the cutting. Let's have some fun with the reciprocal saw.
Two hours later.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I finally have that done. Now I can go ahead and cut my wood pieces out. So, interesting enough, as you can see, I did not finish breaking out all of my pallets because one of them actually broke. Or not, no, the pallet didn't break. The blade actually broke that actually cuts through the pallets itself. So I'm gonna have to make a quick stop and go and get some more of those so that I have the necessary replacement. So, very interesting how that all worked out. Of course, the friction leads to heat, and heat leads to breaking things, and breaking things leads to you gotta stop. So ultimately, that's what that was. But nonetheless, we're gonna keep going and complete this table project. Now that I have all of my wood and all that good stuff, I will go ahead and do my cuts. And then, you know, stick by so that you can see which actual pieces of the pallet that I'm using to put the table together, okay? Because I think it's very key that you see those things so that, you know, it may get an idea in your mind and you're like, oh, I can do such a project as that. So let me go ahead and make my cuts on this here table, and then from there we will go ahead and assemble the table. Yes. All right.
Your name is not Joseph, the carpenter, right?
Every day's a day to build.
Well, at least you're doing something, you know?
Yes,
You're
yes.
sitting down watching TV all day.
No, I can't do that. I love building.
Well, you gotta go play golf with me, though.
Did say that.
If you don't have a club, I got plenty of center clubs in here.
Okay. I'm gonna take you up on it for sure.
Yeah.
We have to do it. Good to see you all.
Okay, good to see you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
Your
you.
wife,
She's doing good.
is she working?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, we
What
work
does she
together.
do?
We work at the church together.
Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am. She does outreach and I do project managing.
Exactly.
Yes, ma'am. Thank God.
Thank God. God bless for that.
You. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so now that I have that cut, and as you can see, I had a great time talking with my neighbors. Always be nice and friendly to the people next door to you because you never know. At the end of the day, they are living next to you. If something were to happen to you, you would want them to know you and be able to vouch for you or to look out for you. And likewise, I know, as they should know, that I would look out for them as well. Anyway, let me go ahead and show you how this here table will go ahead and be assembled and show you the key pieces of wood that's going to make all of this come together. Boom! So in order to have a strong and solid table, you have to have a strong and solid foundation, in which I will use these pieces of the pallet, which are the pieces in which all the pallets, you know, sit on and things like that as they rest and transport things like that. These will be the top piece. I have some pieces here that I cut 2 feet long, and they will be on the sides, and then I have enough, of course, another piece on the other side to assemble the frame of the table, and then I'll just lay the pallet planks right across there, just like that, ladies and gentlemen. It is just that simple. And then from there I will attach the legs, which the legs again, another piece of the pallet. See, when you break down your pallet boards, there are no wasted pieces of wood, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how many times I have to say it, but I'll keep saying it until you say it to me. Something like that. I don't know. But anyway, these would be the pieces that will make the legs themselves that I will attach after I assemble the top piece of the work table. From there, I will then put these side supports on both left and right sides of the pallet, table, workbench, work, all that good stuff. And then, well, ladies and gentlemen, we will be done. It is just that simple, okay? Get the job done and have fun doing it. And have some fun with your neighbors during this time, you know? Quarantine, we were 6 feet, we were more like 12 feet. But at the same time, we're able to talk and communicate, smile, laugh, and encourage each other. Just that easy, just that simple. I'm saying it because you can do it too. All right, so let's go ahead and build this table, and then we will look at the finished product. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so now that I have my top assembled, yes, as you can see now, I did add a middle brace, which I did it because as I was laying out the pallet boards, I realized there was a weak spot in the center, which I do not need when I'm out here using it as a workbench, work table, and the sorts of that nature. So I went on ahead and add the middle beam. Now, I did it the long way. I could have done it like, you know, I'm gonna call it horizontal instead of vertical, but I did it that way so that I would have less cuts, because not everybody has the table saws, the jigsaws, the reciprocal saw, table saws, like all the different type of saws, everybody doesn't have. So I did it the most simplest way. Now, of course, you have to use the saw to assemble the side pieces, but that is a minimalistic cut that you have to make. So I did it that way. There are other ways that you can do it, as I said, the horizontal way instead of vertical, but that does require more cuts, which I did not want to do, and I didn't do it that way because maybe you watching this aren't able to do it as well. So now I'm gonna go ahead and install or assemble or put on the legs to this here table, and then, ladies and gentlemen, we shall stand it up and we should have a glorified work table made strictly out of pallets. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and just like that, we have our work table made out of pallet wood 100%. Yes, there was no 2x4s or any other pieces of wood used in the creation of this project. You saw the pallets as they were back there, and now you get to see them right here, all handy dandy, banded up and all that good stuff. So, the different things that I learned in this project is that you do need a middle brace if you're going the full vertical length of these pallet boards, which is 4 feet long. You do need something in between, which I did put it at the 2 feet mark. So half of it is, you know, has that support midway through. And then also from there, I do have the little support beams that you can see right there. Bing! And that is holding the side legs up, making sure that I have a nice sturdy and solid foundation and things like that. In which I will also put a board that runs along the back of it as well, just to go ahead and secure those things. So I'm gonna do that before I take it to the back and put it in its home that it will ultimately live and rest and be. And I'm thinking about like creating this little back area. So let me know in the comment section below if you think that's like a good idea. I don't know, maybe I can just put some shelving there or something, or I don't know. I'm just thinking like maybe there should be a back to it. Maybe I just have all this extra wood and I'm trying to figure out what to do with it, or maybe it is a good idea. So please let me know in the comment section below if you think a backing situation is necessary to complete this work table situation. If not, I'll just leave it as it is, paint it, put it, you know, put it in the back, paint it and all that good stuff, and we will be good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the back piece of this, take it to the back, and, you know, bring you along the walk to that, and then it'll be finito. Alright, so like I said, if you haven't already done so, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I don't know what you're waiting on by now. You've already watched 3 videos, okay? And if not, if this is your first one, you might as well go ahead and watch 2 other ones, because I'm telling you, you're gonna have fun. You're gonna enjoy it, you're gonna learn, and you're gonna be entertained, okay? Because obviously not always do I know what I'm doing, but ultimately I do figure it out. So you can do it with me, you can do it with the family, and there's always some fun things going. We have movies, we have a new TV show that we launched, we have cooking videos, family vlogs, and things like that. So not only do we do DIYs and things like that, but we have a versatility of opportunities for you to have entertainment and fun. So go ahead and hit that red button, turn it to a gray button, and I'm telling you, you will enjoy yourself. Okay, so now that it is in this area, maybe that gives you more of an idea of whether or not a back situation would be beneficial to me ultimately. And if so, if you think so, I'll give it a try. So as you all may or may not know, my grill will sit there where that pallet chair is, which is not functional and operational way I think and see things to be. So be sure, be on the lookout for that video that is coming tomorrow. And yeah, that is where this table will ultimately be. So I'll be able to come down the steps, lay my meat and things there, be able to cook on the grill there, and be able to serve people there as well. Like, it'll be dual purpose, fully operational, and ready to go. So that is the ultimate destination for the table that was assembled today. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So if you haven't already done so, go ahead and smash that like button because you like what you saw. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and go ahead and comment to let me know your thoughts, ideas, and suggestions, because as y'all know, your boy Ricky Jones Jr. is always welcome, willing, and, you know, receptible to what you have to say and what you just saw. So there's my work table over there. Of course, you know, the whole situation is coming together quite well and quite together, which I'm very excited about. And the grill's going to be over there today. I get to bring it back. I had to let it cool down and things since it was cooked on today. Letting it cool down, we'll bring it back, and that's where it will ultimately go. So everything is coming together, I must say. So let me get back to this here garage so I can go ahead and build these chairs, which I'm so thankful that the rain was only a drizzle and not a hard thunderstorm. But that ends this video, and make sure you tune back in tomorrow for another pallet video. Bill with your boy Ricky Jones Jr. All right, I'm out. Peace.